My name's Jen. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Melbourne in Australia, and I've had chronic pain now for about 9 years, so since I was 13. And my pain is mostly a lower limb pain, so my legs, my hips, my knees, my feet, pretty much anywhere below sort of where the top of your underwear line might be, really. And my diagnosis is a little bit complicated, but it basically comes from I have a kind of hypermobility in my hips. So my legs move in ways they probably shouldn't, and that's caused a lot of damage over time. And so treatment I've had for my chronic pain has been I've had some surgery done, and I've done physio and I've done rehab and I've done that sort of thing as well. My experience of it has been very consistent across my life from about 13. So it's obviously impacted on my life in a lot of ways, especially as a young person, because I think it impacts young people differently to older people, not necessarily more, but definitely differently. So that's, and on the top of that, I have a kind of chronic pain from endometriosis as well, which was diagnosed a couple of years ago. So those two things together form my experience of chronic pain.
My name's Gianna. I've had chronic pain the last 5 years. And I have chronic pain in the form of kind of, in a nutshell, gastrointestinal dysfunction. My stomach just effectively doesn't like working properly, and that gives me a lot of kind of stomach pain, and now I've got referred back pain as a result of it. I feel sick, unwell most of the time, and I've got a huge variety of food intolerances, so I really can't eat very much. I eat very bland, very simple foods. And so for me, I think that's probably been a huge part of learning to manage is to try and adapt my life to a life where I can't drink alcohol and I can't eat a lot of the foods that I used to be able to eat. And, feeling sick all the time is not the most enjoyable experience in the world. So I think I've made a lot of progress in terms of the way that I view what's going on and the way that I view my pain, but I'm still, I have good days and I have bad days still.
Jen, I'm from Melbourne. I'm almost 25 and I've suffered from chronic pain pretty much for the last 5 years from a skiing accident. It's pretty much ended my career choice, which was to be a phys ed and outdoor ed teacher. So as much as I tried to pursue, I continued to go back to uni, but I kept having to go on leave, shall we say, because of pain, and or take years off. And I'm now on my third year off. There's still hope, but I have had other complications come up because of the chronic pain and multiple surgeries that I've had on my hip, and that's a problem with my throat, so it keeps closing, which means that they have to operate on my throat every 12 weeks or so, which means I know a lot of people and the staff at the hospital, and so I get treated very nicely.
Yeah, my name's Sue Wiltshire. I'm 44 years of age and I live on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. A little bit of history about myself is that I've had it for now 15 and a half years. It started off in my left wrist. I wrenched the tendon off the wrist bone itself. After a few years, they discovered that I did actually have RSD. That was probably the best thing that I've ever was able to achieve, because it convinced me then that I didn't just have it in my head. I'm full body. It has spread full body. I have it in my eyes, my teeth, my mouth. It's in my heart. I have 2 heart arrhythmias. I had my gallbladder out last year because it actually stopped it from working. So it had to be removed because it was going infected. And I have it all the way down to the soles of my feet. And, yes, even my deep butt cheeks.